What's up, Schmoville? Welcome to episode 18 of the Don't Be a Beardo podcast with my special guest, Stacy Howard. Before we get into the episode, I just want to mention all the other awesome shows we have on the SK Plus YouTube channel and the Schmoes Know iTunes feed. Every Monday, it's The Wanger Show with Cobster, Cody, and myself. Every Tuesday, it's Right Here with Don't Be a Beardo. Every Wednesday, it's Sight and Sound Weekly. Thursdays, you got the Outlaw Nation podcast with John Roca. Fridays, you got the After Schmo Show with Ryan Snelling and Jay Williams. And then on Saturdays, you got the Schmodown Rundown. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the iTunes feed. It really helps when you like, comment, and share with your friends. It really helps support the show and keep these shows going. Speaking of supporting the show, this episode of the Don't Be a Beardo podcast is brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies are simply the softest, most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear. Once you try them, you won't want to wear anything else, unless you're naked or in your swimsuit. For every other second of your life, there's MeUndies. Every pair of MeUndies is sustainably sourced and made from micromodal, a fabric that's 3 times softer than cotton. If you're used to buying packs of uncomfortable, boring underwear that only come in white, gray, black, or tan, MeUndies will change everything. Because MeUndies comes in all kinds of colors and patterns, they release a new, limited edition pattern each month that always sells out. This month is a rainbow confetti print called Celebrate. Try MeUndies today. Go get the Celebrate pattern before they're all gone at MeUndies.com/beard. And you'll save 20% off your first pair. You have to feel for yourself to see why MeUndies has sold over 5 million pairs to date. And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, they're free. Get 20% off your first pair plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/beard. That's MeUndies.com/beard. One more time, that's MeUndies.com/BEARD. MeUndies.com/beard. Now here is episode 18 of the Don't Be a Beardo podcast with my special guest, Stacy Howard.
Shut up and sit down.
I'm recording now because
okay.
we were talking and I just want to get right into it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with Stacy Howard.
We don't do
introductions
right.
or anything. I just start.
There's no like, welcome to the show.
No.
Sponsored by Pizza something.
MeUndies. You can say like, go check out MeUndies.com/Beardo.
Go check out MeUndies.com/Beardo.
Actually, it's wrong. It's /beard.
God
no
damn
O.
I can't believe we're already wrong on the show.
Sorry.
We're already
That's what I do
messing it
beforehand.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to talk to you before we started recording. You said about your nose or like your voice is nasally.
Oh yeah, how I don't like my voice, and it's so ironic that I do like YouTube and movie and podcast things, and I'm like, really, Stacy? I hate my own voice, and I have to listen to it all the time, and I think it's too nasally and it's too high pitched, and nothing about it is like soothing. Hello, welcome to the show today. Like
Brienne, your partner Brienne.
Yeah. Oh, she has the most amazing like radio podcast voice, and I'm so jealous of her.
But you said you can work on your voice?
I mean, if I needed to make it more
like broadcast
aesthetically pleasing. No, not aesthetically pleasing. That's visuals. If I wanted to make it more auditorially pleasing, is that even a word? Auditorially. If I wanted to make it sound better and sound more soothing, like I suppose I could deepen it. Speak a little slower.
Slow it down.
Try to put some seduction in it.
See, you have some. You could do.
So I could.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it. I don't.
Because you host or co-host 6 Degrees of Feature Film.
I co-host 6 Degrees of Feature Film with my friend.
With your friend Brienne, Miss Movies?
Yes, Brienne Chandler, aka Miss Movies.
Do you have more than one podcast, or does she? She only because she has film therapy.
She has film therapy,
but you're not a part of that.
I'm not a part of that. Brienne has been a great advocate for mental health and mental wellness, and she started film therapy as kind of a part of that. So we do a show together called 6 Degrees of Feature Film, and then she kind of does some stuff on her own things too. But it's like her YouTube channel that she started. So our show is on that YouTube channel. It's called Hit or Miss Movies.
YouTube.com/hit-or-miss-movies.
Yes, however you get to it. I don't fucking know.
Just search it. Yeah.
Just fucking Google it.
How did you meet Miss Movies?
DMs. Slid into those Twitter DMs.
Who slid into whose?
She slid into mine, baby doll. I had been writing for Schmoes for a little bit, for a hot second, and then she tweeted, she like DM'd me about something and was like asking me questions about movies and stuff like that. And then finally one day after like becoming friends, and I think we went to a show together, Tournament of Nerds.
Oh yeah,
here
the
in LA.
UCB one.
We like finally met in person. Like it was like an online dating. Like we'd been online dating for 2 years and finally met in person. It was super weird.
Yeah.
But it was fun. She DM'd me and she was like, hey, I think we should do like a podcast. We should do a show. And I was like, all right. Like I had done a Harry Potter podcast before with some friends where we like Skyped in. Like I'd never done anything like serious. We didn't have equipment. Like, you know, we just like,
was
whatever.
it just like using the webcam? Like
yeah.
Okay,
yeah, exactly. And so she was like, let's do a show. I have like, I'll get a little microphone and we'll have headphones and come over to my house. And I was like, well, all right. And we had our first episode and I was like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And so we do it and it's grown so much. We do it every week. We get great guests. We have like lights and a couch and we're on like, it's video now. So it's, and she's done everything to make it better and improve it and, you know, take it to the next step.
And you have level. You have like an intern with it, right?
We have an intern. He always says,
is it legit or no?
He always says, I'm not their intern. No, he's our intern. He comes to the show. We have to like have him help us set up everything. He has to help us like fact check things. I give him shit all the time. Like he's our intern.
Is he ever on camera? Because I saw.
No, he's not allowed. His name's Ben.
Yeah.
And we call him Ben the engineer or Ben Engineer. And he's just not allowed. He doesn't have the authority yet. He hasn't earned it.
How long has he been with the show?
He's less than a year.
Okay.
Couple months.
You don't even give him like, hey, like let's like turn a little bit, like, hey, like wave it.
No. Don't encourage him. He's gonna listen to this. Don't encourage him.
Because I saw the last episode, and I forgot the guy's name where you talked about Men in Black and stuff like that. Or
Damian Washington.
Yeah.
I met him on TV Fights, and we just had a vibe going. You know when like you're on someone else's show and like you and the other guest are like, hey, what the fuck's going on here? And we were just like whispering the whole time and like holding hands at the table. Not really, but like kind of. We were just like vibing. And so I was like, you need to come on my show. And so
oh, you got him.
I got him to come to the show. We both get guests to come on.
Yeah. So you guys like go equally like, hey, I'll try to get this guest.
Yeah. So she'll do something. She's like, hey, I did movie fights with so-and-so. I'm going to try and get him on the show. And then I'm like, I met so-and-so at a party. I'm going to try and get him on the show. And like, we'll have you on our show. Like we meet people, we do things, and then we'll like collaborate. And we both try and bring it in.
And it's a live show?
Yeah, it's a live show.
You like doing the live stuff?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a challenge because, like, well, now that we have video, we have to be camera ready. So it's every Wednesday morning, and I live in Huntington Beach. So I live about an hour away.
Yeah.
And I need to make the move to LA, but I want to find the job up here first. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm just going to move there, man. Just fucking do it. No. I got to do the interviews and get the job and be like, okay, cool. I found a job. Let's move in with the boyfriend. Let's crash with a friend. Let's do whatever. But I need the job first. I have to have that stability.
I had so many questions about that.
Okay.
Because I had missed movies on my last episode.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get you on, and then she's like, oh, but she lives in Huntington. I said, what the hell is she doing out there? Like, are you trying to like, you want to move out here? Are you trying to be like in like the acting business or like hosting? Like
No.
What's your goal?
I love film and television. I would love to be on the business side of the industry. I have a degree in marketing. So I want to work for a production company, a studio, something like that. So I've been trying to get internships out here. I've been trying to get to be someone's assistant. You know, some publicist hire me. I'll do your bitch work. I'll do whatever. I know I have to get that do the grunt work, get the first job. I just need someone to give me that first job.
You've been applying though to be
for sure.
You can do like what's that?
And I haven't found anything yet. And it's super frustrating to me. And it's very depressing.
Well, do you put your address on the application?
No.
Okay, so it's not like they say, "Oh, she's in Huntington, like she can't help."
And it's not like I wouldn't be willing to relocate.
Okay,
so.
But you have like experience doing stuff like that?
Not in the industry, no. So here's what my degree's in marketing. I was I've had a lot of different internships actually, and I originally moved out to California to work for a children's literacy foundation. Before that, when I was in college, I was a Senate intern. I worked on Capitol Hill.
Whoa.
And I did. I interned with a couple of other nonprofits. So predominantly I've been in like nonprofit and kind of like government. But I love movies so much that when I moved out here, I didn't think that's what I was going to do. I thought I would maybe come out here, maybe work for like the Trevor Project or another like big foundation or big like kind of charity nonprofit out here. And then I was a fan of the Schmoes. I ended up writing for them. And I was like, I started doing all this stuff. You know, I started doing podcasts with Brienne and my own things. I started writing. I started getting invited on other shows. And I was like, I love this so much. What if I can do this and help create all this wonderful stuff, but like on the business side of it?
Okay.
You know?
So your main mission wasn't like entertainment business at all?
It wasn't.
Oh, okay. You just kind of like fell into it.
I fell into the not profitable side of it yet. I haven't gotten paid for anything I've done yet.
I mean, yeah, no one it takes a while to get paid for anything. Yeah. Yeah. It's all like you need your main job and then like you work on your passion. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what I'm doing now. But what I would love is I don't know exactly what I want to do because I haven't done any of it yet.
Yeah.
But just like work for, like I said, a production company, a studio. Some publicists hire me, or or I'll be someone's assistant and I'll just like learn it from there. I'm a smart girl. I've done everything. Like I just want someone to give me a chance.
Would you want to become a publicist?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you like dealt with any of them?
No. Not really.
I've never dealt with them. I don't know how that goes.
No, but I've spoken with Scott Mance has been we had a great phone conversation. I emailed and texted him and I was like, Scott, I need a little bit of guidance. I know you know a lot of people in the industry and I've been doing this for a while, and he actually started out as an accountant. So he wasn't in the industry originally. He just loved movies, and he again just fell into it. And so I was like, Scott, oh my gosh, tell me what to do. Tell me about this. And he was like, you know, Stacy, I know everyone in publishing. And I was like, all right, or publicity or whatever. And so like if you have a marketing degree, if you have some kind of communications degree and you don't necessarily want to be in front of the camera, you want to just help create it, maybe be behind the camera or on the business side of things. Like I've always wanted to have just like a normal kind of 9-to-5 job. I always wanted to work in an office.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
I like being normal.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I like being in the kitten heels and with a latte and a briefcase.
Yeah.
And I want to like go in and have a conference call or two with Mary. Oh, fucking Mary. I love it.
And then lunch, like clock out for lunch and then go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that'd be great.
Really? I need to like learn to appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because it's so like monotonous to me. It's so dull.
Again, I like the stability of it.
Oh, okay.
I like feeling like, you know what? I have a good salary. I can pay my bills. I have insurance. I have everything I need. And then I have a little bit of money left over for like, let's go see a couple movies this week. Let's go on vacation to Bali in like 2 years. Let's save up. Like I need, I just want a normal white collar working class life.
You don't like the sporadic schedule of like, hey,
No.
I got to go here for 12 hours and shoot something on Wednesday.
I mean, I haven't experienced that yet, so I don't know if I don't like it. Maybe
okay.
I would like it, but I have too much of that fear of like, what's the next job?
Oh yeah,
like because my mind always goes to I'm gonna be homeless. That it always goes to that. Like I'm gonna, and which would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
My parents wouldn't. They would be like, let us give you, a couple. We'll pay rent for the next 2 months. Get yourself together. Our friend would be like, you can stay on my couch. Like I'm not gonna starve to death. I know that's not what's gonna happen. I just don't want to risk it.
Me too.
So I need like.
Yeah, because I have the job now with like benefits, health benefits, 401k, and like I have it like going.
I don't even know what you do.
You don't know what I do?
No.
I don't think anyone knows what I do.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that on the show? But no. We'll talk about it after.
I can say I work at a post house.
Okay.
Like digital posts.
Okay. It's
not like editing. It's like the deliverables of that.
Oh, like making the film reels?
I
don't know how movies work.
No, I don't think people shoot and film anymore. No, okay. They used to be, they shot and film, they take it to a house, they digitize it, and then they edit it and they process it. I'm like on the latter end where it gets published to like iTunes or something like that.
Right. Okay.
So the technical
so you're prepared for the digital release of something.
The technical distribution of it. Yeah. That's my main 9 to 5. That's what pays my bills.
Okay.
But other than that, I do side gig. I do audio gigs on the side.
Right. Yeah. And that's what you do for
schmoes.
For schmoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. All right.
So I want to know who runs it. Is Ben running your mixer and all that?
No, pretty much. Ben doesn't know how to do anything. He really does not know how to do it. He like chat. He always like, because we do it on like Google Hangouts or whatever, and we have it like up on YouTube, and we can see a live chat.
Yeah.
And he'll like be talking in the chat, and it's not anything about what we're talking about. He's just chatting with other people in chat about Spider-Man 3, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, stop jerking off, Ben. What are you doing? So
like help the show.
Yeah, help
That's
the show.
Right
so
now.
I will again. I gotta give credit to my girl Miss Movies because she's learned how to do everything, and her husband knows a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I know that he has helped teach her, but she has to know it in order to like produce our show every week. Basically,
yeah.
like she sets up. She'll like do like go Google Hangouts live and she'll do the video. Like, she knows how to do everything.
She's so technically savvy. She came here to like do her film therapy with me, and she sets up the mixer and has the mics and everything. I'm like, oh, that's her doing it. I thought Ben would like contribute some. No,
Ben literally doesn't do anything. He just gives me shit and I give him shit the entire time. And he tweets on his phone and he like talks in the chat about stuff that we're not talking about on the show.
What shit does he give you?
Well, we have when we first met, we would automatically give each other sass. So that's kind of what we've done on the show is that we'll be like, I hate you. Or we'll just be really mean to each other in a very loving brother sisterly way.
Oh, okay.
So
I want to go back to where you first started writing for Schmoes.
Yeah.
When was that?
2014. I was a fan of the show, and it was the Schmoes Know movie show when they were on.
Was it AfterBuzz or
AfterBuzz,
like
Popcorn Talk Network or something. And it was one of the shows where they were talking about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Mm-hmm. And so I remember I was at work and I was like, because I saw that they had fans call into the show each time. And I was like, I'm going to call into the show tonight. And I won't get on, whatever. But I wrote out an entire paragraph of what I wanted to say because I wanted to sound really intelligent and well prepared. And I remember it because Cobster answered the phone. He was like, you're on Schmoes in 30 seconds. And I was like, oh, fuck, I actually got on. Yeah. And then they go, you're with us? And Josh McCouga was hosting that, and he goes, oh, it's a girl. We never have girls call in. And so I was like, I just want to say that I think the death of Gwen Stacy. And I was like reading off this whole monologue. And they go, oh, and they were impressed by what I said. Yeah. And so the show ends, and I go on the Schmoes Know website, and there's, how every website has an email at the bottom. It's like, schmoesknow@gmail.com or whatever. Yeah, contact us. Mm-hmm. And so I clicked email thinking some intern's going to see this and fart on it. No one's going to say anything or think about it. And I emailed them, and I said, I just wanted to let you know, thanks for letting me call into your show and lend my female voice. I had a great time talking to you guys, big fan. And to my surprise, Mark Riley the next day emails me back, and he's like, hey, we thought you were great. Do you write? We've been wanting a female writer. You got my attention with the female voice thing. We need, and I go, I can try. Mm-hmm. And so I wrote him a piece about, my first one was about the 50 Shades of Grey movie. It hadn't come out yet. And I was like, it may not suck, but it probably will. And I listed all the reasons why it might be interesting or I might totally fail. And he was like, we love it. You're in. Wow. Go. And so I started writing for them.
And you wrote, that was your first piece?
That was my first piece. I just wrote it. He didn't give me any guidance. He goes, send me some samples. And I was like, okay, I've never written anything for movie, anything. I wrote like an essay in college.
But you didn't go to like film school and study film? No.
I went to business school.
Yeah.
So I had nothing to do with movies. I just liked them.
How did you come to love movies?
I came to love movies. I always talk about this whenever people ask me. My older brother, we are very opposite personalities. We're like 4 years apart, so never went to school together, never did activities together. But the one thing we bonded over was movies. There was the one thing he would let his annoying bratty kid sister tag along to.
How is he different than you?
Personality wise, I'm like out there and loud. Yeah, he's very quiet, very dry sense of humor. And like, let's say we're at a party, I'll talk to 20 people and not remember their name. He'll talk to one person for 2 hours, but he knows everything about them. That's the show.
Me. I love that. Show. I can't go up to someone and say, hey, how you doing? My name's Brian. I can't do that. Yeah. That's so like out there for me.
Have to do that.
Why?
I just want to meet everyone. I just want to be social.
But how do you, like, the small talk for me, I'm just like, how I don't know how to do it. Like,
what do you mean? But we're making small talk now.
This isn't small talk.
We're talking about life, but small talk is like immediate stuff that you can see that's going on. That's small talk. Like, hey, what'd you guys do today? Oh, you saw Spider-Man 2? I did too. What'd you think? Small talk is just like what's been going on in the last few hours.
So you do that with each person at a party?
Yeah.
See, I can't do. Like if I go small talk, like, hey, how's the weather going out? What are you guys doing this weekend? I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of that.
See, that's the thing is I do give a shit.
You give a shit with what Gwen
is doing.
Not
the weather, but I care about like whatever that person wants to talk about. I'm like, all right.
What are they doing on the weekend? Plans to go out, whatever.
Yeah, because then that's a connection. That's a new friend I can make, and maybe they'll come out with me to have a drink or go to see a movie.
You're very social. You like to go out.
Yeah. I like to go out. I like to go out with my friends. I like to feel like I have a lot of friends. That's a really bad thing to say. I know it is sad. It is sad.
What do you mean? Like you feel?
I want to feel like I have friends. I don't want to feel like I have nothing to do on a Friday night.
Have you ever experienced like I don't have anything to do on this Friday night?
I mean, yeah, but it's on purpose. Like if I'm like, I'm tired, I don't want to go out. But if I want to like, what's today? If today's Friday. If I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on, I'll group text my entire friend group and be like, hey guys, I want to go out. Who's free?
Why do you have to go out?
Because I would feel like I was a failure socially if I didn't, if I'm being honest.
Isn't that okay, though? Like, just to, like, do nothing?
If you want to. Uh-huh. If you want to just have a relaxing evening at home, of course. I want to watch Netflix. I want to put on my mittens with lotion and let my hands feel soft. And that's like a girl thing.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Okay. That's a thing. You put on, like, lotion mittens and it, like, softens your hands. You leave it on for a couple hours. But if, let's say I wanted to be social, and this has happened within the last year where my friends were going to be at an event, and a lot of my friends live in LA, so I usually have to come up to them. But they were going to be at an event close to me finally. So I was like, ooh, I know you guys have this event, and it's ending. Let's all go out because we're in my neighborhood. And I was so excited, and I got off work, and I got dressed up, and then I was, like, chilling in my house. And they one by one individually texted me and was like, I can't go out. I have to cancel. It's really late. It's 11:30. I got to drive back to LA. And I slowly realized that no one wanted to go out with me, and I started crying.
You started crying?
I did, yeah. My boyfriend was over, and he was like, what the fuck? What? And I was like, none of my friends.
But why though? Like, why do you feel like it's a rejection of like you personally?
Yeah,
but it's not. It's just a one-time thing.
I know it's not, but it makes me feel like it goes back to the childhood and being the weird person in middle school and not having friends. And I don't want to not have friends anymore. I have to have friends. I have to be social. I have to have a friend group. Otherwise, I'm not cool anymore.
But you just said you were with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Is that not enough to just be with him?
No, that's enough. But I'm saying I had original plans and everyone canceled on me. Okay. So that's what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be every night. But like if I want to do something and I want to have a fun night out and I can't find anyone to go out with me, then I feel like a failure. But of course I have nights where I just wanted to stay home. I'll be with myself. I'll be with my boyfriend. I'll be with whatever. But, you know, I want to have that friend group because I never had a friend group growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, were you gonna say you moved around a lot?
When I was younger, yeah, we moved around a lot.
Why was your like parents in like something like the military or something?
No, my dad was. Are you familiar with the 4-H program?
No.
It's a youth development program. It originally started. It's mainly like agriculture and livestock. So if like a kid says, "Oh, I showed my pig at the county fair," that's 4-H.
Really?
4-H and FFA is you show. So I grew up on like a farm,
like
basically.
A farm girl?
With like animals. We didn't raise any crops, but we had pigs, chickens, goats, steers, and heifers. And
you're a country girl.
Else? Yeah. I grew up in Texas. I grew up like out in the country.
Whoa.
And when I was younger, and so he started off. He was he worked in that sector, that industry, as like a county agent, meaning you work with all the families in that county to help them with their 4-H projects, and a project is raising animals. And so in order to be promoted within that, you have to move around to a lot of different counties. So we moved around a lot, mainly in Texas, but still.
Like how many times did you move? Like
my parents have moved. They've lived in a total of, not exaggerating, 26 houses.
Really?
We didn't move into 26 different cities, but like we would have to like move to the city and get a rental house, and then we would eventually find a more permanent house, stay there for maybe a year, and then move again.
Was it forever? Like since you were born? Like you guys started moving when you were like 1?
Since I was born until 12, the age of 12, and then. My dad finally there's the state office for like that 4-H stuff is in College Station, Texas.
Oh, okay.
So once you get there, you're good because that's the state office.
That's where you were set.
So that's where we were set from 12 forward, 12 to graduation.
So like your formative years of like teenager years, like you could like develop friends, but you just didn't have any? Because you were only moving around up until you were 12, so I can understand.
Well, by the time of 12, you understand this is Texas. This is God's country. This is the Bible Belt. If you don't already know everyone, you don't know anyone.
Really?
So yeah, of course. And also, we're not really religious or conservative. So all the friends you make typically are through church, and we didn't really go to church.
Oh, so you feel like you didn't really fit in there?
No, I definitely didn't.
No,
not at all.
So when you were 12, when you finally settled down, that was middle school time? Middle school time, yeah. And then what? Did you make friends then?
No.
No? Do you remember those days?
Yeah, no, of course I do. I did a lot of extracurricular activities because I was like, I got to do something. Yeah. So I had acquaintances, but like if I wanted to have a sleepover, I didn't have friends to come have a sleepover at my house.
You never had like a sleepover as a kid?
Nope.
No? Nope. It's kind of sad.
It is, yeah. That's why this is why I have insecurity issues. So yeah, I didn't really have friends.
So you never had like a close friend or like a best friend?
No.
No? Like still or
yeah, now my life has totally changed now.
Oh yeah, because like now you have your whole mass text of friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but younger, and this kind of goes back to, so all that happened when I was younger up until high school. I did not have a friend group. I mean, I had people that were nice to me. I had people would be like, hey, how are you? And I was in like choir and National Honor Society and dance team and theater and everything, because I was like, I have to do something to meet people and keep myself busy. But if it was Friday night and I wanted to go see the new Harry Potter film, I didn't have anyone to call to be like, hey girl, do you want to go see with me? I didn't have friends.
You didn't find a group of friends in the choir group or anything where it's like, hey, let's all get together and go out this Friday night?
No, not really until the very end of senior year.
Wow, the end of high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you go to like prom and stuff?
Again, no.
You didn't go to prom?
I went to prom junior and senior year because juniors were allowed to go.
Oh, okay.
But it was that thing of like, well, who am I going to go with? Like, what friend group? Even if you don't have a date, what friend group am I going to go with? So I kind of haggled. There were kids in choir that were nice to me, and so I ended up just kind of like convincing them to let me go with them. But I didn't have a friend group. Like, who was your friend group in high school? I'm sure you had 3 to 4 people that you like hung out with all the time.
Yeah, I kind of separated from like my friends here and like the sporty guys here and just hung out. But we had like a full limo to go to like prom with. Yeah, but you didn't have like the full limo.
No,
you had to like sneak your way in.
Like lunchtime for me was the worst time of the day.
Every day?
Because I didn't know who to sit with. Because I didn't have a friend group.
Wow.
People think they meet me now and they don't understand that, but like I was just a totally different person then.
Yeah.
And I had no confidence. And so lunchtime I dreaded lunch because I was like, it was the Mean Girls thing where it's her first day and she's looking around thinking, who am I going to sit with? What group? Yeah. She doesn't have anybody. And I didn't have a friend group. And so I dreaded lunchtime.
Where did you sit? Like one of the earlier days?
Honestly, I sometimes would just I wouldn't get a meal. I'd get like a bunch of snacks. And then I would just kind of like wander around campus.
You just like walk around?
I would just walk around.
So you wouldn't settle down anywhere?
No. Because that's so embarrassing to be like sit by yourself or go. Do you really want to be the person that goes up to a group of people and be like, hey guys, can I sit with you? No, I'm not going to be awkward. So,
but there wasn't like a friend or someone. No, I'm saying
no. Sorry,
no, but I don't know. I'm sorry, but
no.
Like I would assume you would meet a friend in like math class and like, hey, let me show you around or some bullshit like that.
No,
nothing like that.
Nice. No,
it wasn't nice in Texas.
It is. I'm sure if I'd gone up to people, they would have been like, oh yeah, okay, but they would have thought that was weird. You can tell when someone thinks it's weird or when they're like, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. I didn't want to be that girl where people pity her.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't going to do that. So I'd rather eat alone than have to beg someone to let me sit with them and hang out with them.
For 4 years?
For, most of high school, yeah.
No boyfriends during high school?
No.
Really?
No.
You didn't, but I can understand, like, if you were moving around when you were younger, you didn't have that confidence.
Right.
But, like, growing up, you didn't, like, develop that and, like, start dating guys or anything?
No.
Were you, like, a goofy-looking kid?
I had braces all 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like a deal breaker.
No, it's not a deal breaker. I wasn't goofy looking. I was normal looking, I guess. But I never thought of myself as like one of the pretty girls.
Really?
No.
So you like blossom like later on?
Do you think I blossomed?
I think you
Is
blossomed.
that what you're saying to me? Not until I was in my 20s. I was a late bloomer. Like I didn't hit puberty until I was like 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this might be TMI, but whatever. Most girls like get their periods. That's when they hit puberty. You know, they develop and they start getting hormones and they start liking boys, and that's when the whole dating scenario comes in when they're like 12, 13. Yeah. But I wasn't until I was 17. And so
So you weren't even like interested in boys then?
No. I mean, I had boys that I thought were cute, but I wasn't like. I'm not gonna go up and talk to them. They're not gonna talk to me. I'm not going on a date. Gross. No.
Yeah.
Not till I was older.
Were you a studious kid? Like, did you like classes and
stuff?
I
did.
Yeah.
I was top 10% of my high school.
Whoa.
I got great grades. I was involved in everything. And then it wasn't until I graduated that I was like, I'm going to change my life. Mm-hmm. It was that thing where I was like, I need to find some way to make friends. So what do you do if you want to make friends automatically in college? You joined a group of some kind.
Sorority.
So I joined a sorority.
Yeah.
You can laugh all you want.
I'm laughing on the inside.
Yeah. People can make fun of them and say, oh, you pay for your friends. Whatever. It was the best money I ever spent because it taught me how to be social. It taught me how to have confidence.
Yeah.
How to go out there, how to date, how to go to parties, what it's like to have girlfriends. Like it taught me how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It introduced me to what it's really like. And I was like,
did you go to college like around your area?
I did, yeah. Texas A&M University is my school.
How far is that from like your hometown?
It's pretty much in my hometown.
Oh, so did you stay at home or
no?
You
no. I wanted the real college experience.
Okay.
I wanted to be like, I'm going away to college. So I lived in the dorms. I lived in the sorority house. I lived with friends, and I didn't really go home a lot.
But it was like an hour away.
No, it was like in the town. But here's the thing, because I hate because it makes it seem like I didn't want to move away from home for school. But like Texas A&M is one of the top universities in Texas, if not the top. I just happen to be from there.
Uh-huh.
But it has the top business school in the country. Like it's that or UT. You want to go to the top schools, you go that or UT.
So did you have a plan going in? Sorry, did you have a plan going into college?
I just know I wanted to be a marketing major. I wanted to be like go to business school.
Oh, so you knew that like from high school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I knew I wanted to choose something a little more creative. Math and science were my favorite subjects, so I didn't want to do like finance. So I was like marketing, okay, and I wanted to be like work in advertising, maybe or.
But
something
you were good in math and science, but you didn't want to take that route.
I did okay in them. I went to a medical high school.
What's that?
I went to a huge high school, and they have a program to where half the day you can go to a smaller campus, and it's all the classes are focused on like if you want to be a nurse or a doctor or something.
Oh, so like you could have taken the route to be a doctor?
Yeah. You
just didn't want to do that?
No. And plus the last year, like I went there 3 years, and then my senior year I ended up getting officer on my dance team. Mm-hmm. I ended up being in one of the encore or whatever they're called groups. Ensemble groups and choir, and you have to take certain classes for those, and one was in the morning, one was in the afternoon. And so there was no way that I could do, because for the medical thing it has to be like you do one part of your, like you either go in the morning to the big school and then in the afternoon to the little school, or you go in the morning to the little school and afternoon to the big school.
Whoa.
And so when I did when I got officer and ensemble for both those things, and one's in the morning, one's afternoon, like I couldn't do the medical thing anymore. So I was like, all right, fuck that.
You were too busy for everything.
I was too busy.
Yeah,
I was too busy to be a doctor.
You're too busy being in an ensemble.
I was too busy being an ensemble and going to nursing homes and singing for them.
Nice.
And our 14-part ensemble.
So when you first get to college.
Yeah.
Wait, first of all, did your parents go to college?
Yes.
So
they met in college. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to like follow their route?
No, not necessarily. My dad went all the way up to his PhD.
Whoa.
And my dad was going to school when I was like in school. So I remember being like 10, even 12 years old, and he was still earning his degree, and his he'd have to, type and edit and print out his dissertation. Mm-hmm. And the printer was those old school printers, you remember early 2000s,
like connecting.
So that was all night. It would keep us up all night. So he'd be doing homework when we were doing homework too.
Wow.
So I remember younger, my dad was like going to school.
Yeah.
And so he's in youth development. So now he started off as that county agent, where you help, families with a project, livestock, agriculture. He originally wanted to manage a greenhouse, like his degree was in horticulture or something.
Wow. Did you ever want to like pursue that, like, or not that specifically, but like, hey, I wanted to get my master's. I want to be like my dad, get a PhD.
Maybe, but not in that subject matter, because he's like in agriculture and livestock and everything, and now he does more of the research part of it. He writes grants, he writes youth development programs and everything. So he's done all that experience and how that worked to lead up to I'm gonna now be the educator, and he's like a professor now and everything.
Wow.
So
you have a smart family.
I do.
Yeah. And your mom?
My mom worked for the university. She worked for the vet school.
Wow.
But she worked in like the kind of creative technologies, like the graphic design part of it, and they printed off all the textbooks and professors' notes, and students would come down. So she dealt with a lot of like the student administration and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your brother too?
No, my brother is he's an incredibly smart person, probably the smartest person in our whole family, but school wasn't his thing.
No.
He didn't like it. And so he just graduated he has a certificate in commercial plumbing. Mm-hmm. So like if they do a huge building project, if they're like building a new campus or a building, he has like plan out all the like plumbing projects for it, which doesn't sound glamorous, but it's a really well-paying actually has a lot of responsibility job.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's like a super like difficult technical thing just to like get.
Yeah, he had to go to school for 4 years to do it. So
what you said like he wasn't into school, like he just couldn't concentrate or something?
No, he just because it was one of those things where if he does one math problem and he gets it right. He's like, why do I have to do the other 49 math problems? This is bullshit. So he would never do his homework. And so he got zeros on everything, but he would ace the test. So his grades were terrible because he was like, I'm too smart for this. Is stupid. It's a waste of time. Meanwhile, I loved school. I was like, yay, I have so much homework. It keeps me busy. Again, I had nothing else to do because I had no friends. So I loved the busy work. I loved the homework. It made me feel accomplished. I was like, I got this, and this done. And, you know.
But then, so when you didn't have any friends, sorry to bring that up again.
Thank you for continuing to say it.
So I'm sorry. That's not funny to me. That's just like so sad.
It is. No, it's really sad. I would come. I remember like coming home every day and crying and being like, "Why don't I have a friend group? I feel so lonely." I hated it.
So is that how you found like movies and stuff?
No, movies weren't part of that. I mean, probably. I've loved movies. Again, it was that connection with my brother because I wanted to seem cool in his eyes. But I've just liked them always.
Yeah.
You know.
But it was a way of like bonding with your brother and hanging out with your brother.
Yeah, it was a way of bonding with him.
Do you remember like one of the first like good movies you saw? Because like when you're a kid, like you see like shitty like Disney movies.
Yeah,
like the first kid or something.
My favorite movie of all time is Silence of the Lambs. I saw that when I was 9.
And that was your favorite when you were 9? You understood like wow.
Yeah, maybe I didn't understand everything that happened in the film, but it was the first time where I was like, oh, enough of this Little Mermaid shit. Like this is a movie. This is filmmaking.
Yeah.
So it's got action, it's got thrills, it's got horror, it's got drama. You know, he's like Hannibal Lecter is like a very funny, witty, horrifying guy.
It's
and
like
it's got
dark
humor, and it's got lots of layers to it. And I was like, oh, this is cinema. This is what it is. So then after that.
But you understood that, like no one had to like explain it to you and say, hey, this is like, no, you got that?
No, I got it,
Yeah. Or
I didn't understand everything in it because maybe I didn't understand like, I mean,
like
I don't...
The skinning of humans.
Oh, I knew what that was. Yeah.
I don't know.
I knew what all that stuff was. So,
But you like discussed movies with your brother?
Yeah. And a lot of the like fantasy films and like we love Indiana Jones. We love Lord of the Rings. We love all those films is what we would get excited about. It's still what we talk about.
Oh, you still talk to him about movies and stuff?
Yeah, of course. It's probably the only thing we can talk about.
Does he still live out there? Like your parents are in Texas?
He lives in Texas. Yeah.
Did you always want to move to the city?
Yeah, I never wanted to live in Texas. Again, I wanted to leave all those bad memories behind.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I want to make a new life for myself.
You wanted to like revamp yourself and like come out as like a new person?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
But I want to go back to your college and sorority years.
Back to my college and sorority years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you first rush, I have no like idea of anything sorority. I just see what I see in the movies.
Yeah.
Is it like anything like in the movies at all?
Yeah. Yes
really?
And no. Some of them get the stuff wrong because we're not allowed to reveal a lot of the stuff, so there's no way they would even know that.
Wait, what do you mean you're not allowed to reveal?
Well, you can't like talk about everything you do. It's like a secret society almost.
Like you can't talk about it on here, what you did in the sorority?
No.
Really?
No.
Well, what would happen? What were the consequences of it?
Well, you'd get in trouble with National Analytics. It's private. It's like a secret society. Like I can't tell you what our sorority handshake was. I could talk about some things, but like Rush is, there's at my school, every school is different, but there's 12 sororities and anyone who wants to rush has to go to that first meeting orientation and they explain to you everything you have to do. And you get there on the first day and you're put into groups and basically your group goes to each house. And on the first day, you go to 12 houses. And then at the end of the night, you go and it's a huge like voting process that you have to do. So every night we all have to go to the college's like computer center and you have to do this whole voting thing. And you have to vote on, basically it goes, the first day is 12, then 9, then 3, then the last day is you pick your one.
Wait, you voted or they voted?
We both vote. I vote and the sorority votes. So we have to pick each other.
Oh, okay. So how did you know like which one to choose?
Whichever one you liked.
Well, how did you, like, was it based on like their marketing to you?
You don't know. Yeah. You visit every house and whoever you think you had a good vibe with, you're like, I like Kappa, we'll go with them.
And that's what you went with?
No. Oh. Delta Zeta.
Oh. And then they chose you and like it just worked out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the voting system they work out is basically like you rank all the sororities. And so you're like, this is what I want number 1. and then this is my second choice and my third choice and all the way down. And so if your number one also picks you as, this is one of our top girls we want to pick, then you would just like, that matches up.
And that was your number one?
Yeah. Yeah, Delta City was my number one, but not on the first day. On the first day, it's again, you go on 12 houses, then you just eliminate 3 of them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or 4. Whatever.
So it's whatever's remaining.
Yeah, it's whatever's remaining. So again, it's 12, then 9, then 3, then on the last day you get the 1.
And then like, how long does it take to rush and like join and stuff?
It takes a week.
Wait, and then you're in the sorority?
It's a week of rush.
Yeah. But I thought like it takes like your pledge for like a semester or something.
No, I know, but you're in the sorority though.
Oh, you're still like technically in it.
Yeah, no, it's not like, well, and again, the whole fraternity thing is a little bit different too. Like they're more like they have pledges and they're their bitches and everything. And that's in the sorority, especially in mine, was very anti-hazing. You get in a ton of trouble if you treat your pledges in any way inferior. Like if we were driving in a car, the pledge couldn't be in the back seat because that's considered hazing. You have to let her sit in the front.
Really?
Yeah.
That strict?
Yeah.
What if it's just like, hey, like there's room in the back seat?
No.
Really?
You gotta follow the rules.
I guess if that works out. Mm-hmm. But how are like the first like times like going out with them? Did you go out to parties and stuff?
Oh, it was amazing. Your first night, you spend the night in the house and you're like, welcome, sister. And you're like, oh my God, I'm at sorority. You spend the night and then your older sisters take you to, and this is unofficial. No one's supposed to admit to this, but because sororities are very anti-alcohol. It's like, did you see Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising?
Yeah,
it's exactly like that, where you can't have parties in your own house, but frats can. And so frats have what's called bid week. And so your older sorority sisters take you to all the different frats and introduce you around. And they're like, this is what college is. These are frat parties. Go to a shooter. Don't get too drunk. Do not go in his bedroom. No, Melissa, I told you no. And so they introduced you to like how to party, basically.
Had you drank alcohol before that?
No.
Was that your first time drinking? Mm-hmm. Do you remember your first night drinking?
Yeah. I didn't get super drunk my first night. And so I remember feeling sick and I didn't really like it. And then
were you taking shooters or what were you taking?
Yeah, sure.
Was this like mixed drinks?
Yeah, mixed drinks, shots, trash can punch, whatever.
You were taking shots right away?
Yeah.
Wow. That's hard stuff.
I mean, I'm not doing like 8 shots.
I know. But it's just like it's so
right.
strong, like going
it's strong, yeah.
Right into like a Jack Daniel's shot.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
But you have to remember though, like I hadn't partied before, again, that didn't have friends thing in high school. And so when I got to college, I was like, I'm gonna do all this. We're gonna go all out, and so I like partied my ass off in college.
You didn't want to be reserved and like, hey, I don't want to upset people, so they don't like me or something like that.
But I never felt pressured. Like there were girls in my sorority that didn't want to drink. There were some that were, religious or just wasn't their thing, or they were stoners, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so no one was ever pressured. But if you went out, you did what you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And so some of the older girls were like, hey, you don't have to drink. I'm not drinking tonight, and so let's just have a Coke or whatever. But you still want to go out to be social and be included.
Oh, okay.
So even if drinking wasn't my thing, or if I had a test or something, I would still go out and dress up and have fun because I just wanted to. Again, I wanted to be included. Yeah. I wanted to be in the group.
And
I needed to have friends.
I was.
Yeah. I was. This ends up, all the sad stuff ends up as a happy story in the end.
To where you're at now.
To where I'm at now, which is I have a fantastic, wonderful group of friends, which is awesome.
Your giant group of friends.
My giant group of friends.
That you can message anytime and go out with. Yeah. See, it works out.
Yeah. I'm super important. I have a lot of people that love me.
Do you care if like you get like a lot of likes on Twitter or something?
No, not necessarily. Because on Twitter, it's not like it's my friends doing it. Like this is like the YouTube movie world, which is different. And so it's strangers. So I'm never like, only 3 people liked my tweet. Because that's a good day. That's fine. I'm not really popular on Twitter. So.
Or what about like Instagram? Like, hey, if I post this photo, I need at least like 50 likes or else.
No, literally not at all. I would never care. I just want my photo to look good. Yeah. And then I'll like, if anything, I care more about what photos I have on there and if I have like a good little variety. And I'm like, all right, this represents my life and my social network properly. So
Facebook is like more of your thing. That's where like you have
I hate Facebook. I'm never on it.
But isn't that like where your like group of friends are from like college? Or no. How do you keep in contact with them? Like direct texting?
Just texting, yeah. Oh. I have a couple group texts that I do, and I have like my Texas gals, and and I'll sometimes go on Facebook. No. Not a lot. I really don't go on Facebook.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just my aunt talking about Trump or whatever the whole time.
Yeah,
it's all my relatives now.
That's how it is.
I don't care.
They share an article that they haven't read. They just read the headline. And they're like, isn't this guy the worst?
Or it's like my friend who's become a mom and is all about breastfeeding. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have kids. I don't care. Good for you.
Yeah.
But it's not my life right now.
You don't get down on that where it's like, hey, how come I'm not over there like married and shit like that?
Not at all. No. I would be miserable if probably not miserable. I actually it would probably be fine. But a lot of my and again it goes back to being from the South kind of they're more of a traditional marriage thing. So out here, if you want to get married, it's more like we've been dating for 5 years, all of our stuff's together, we own a dog and we have a little apartment and let's just get married and have a fun wedding and okay. But out there it's like we're getting married, and before the wedding ceremony, we have put a down payment on a home to build a house. Whoa. And I have friends that they were building a home before they were even married, and they were 22.
And how long were they together?
I guess they dated some in college. I don't know.
Wait, like they were in a relationship for like 2 years, and then they're like, hey, let's get married.
Yeah.
Really?
No, that people get married in their early 20s there.
And you would just like die at that?
No, or
absolutely. Die, like you wouldn't want to be married.
I'd be like, this is fucking stupid. I'm trapped. This is horrible. And I have some they're having kids, and I'm like, I'm 27. I can barely keep it together. Like I'm barely an adult right now. You
don't feel like an adult?
Absolutely not.
No, because I didn't know you're only 27. You're my age.
How old did you think I was?
I didn't. No offense. I didn't want to say like, oh, I thought she was like older. No, but I don't. Like all the other girls or women that around us are like kind of older.
That's true.
Like a Miri or
that's true.
Or Miss Movies.
In earlier mid 30s. Yeah. But I'm in my late 20s.
Oh yeah, you're a 90s kid.
Yeah, I am. I'm a 90s baby. Born 1990, baby. Yeah.
What month?
May.
Oh, I'm February.
May baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you're a little older than me.
Yeah, like
by like
3
a few months.
Yeah.
March,
technically.
April, May. 3 months. Yeah.
But were you like? Do you grow up like with the 90s and stuff? Like you still remember all that?
I don't remember it because it was in 90s, so I was 0 years old.
Not 90s, but like the Full Houses and the Saved by the Bells. Were you into all that stuff?
No, I hate Full House. I hate sitcoms. I think it's the lowest form of humor. It's so annoying to me.
But growing up, I loved all those.
No,
the Boy Meets Worlds and the Family Matters. Come on. No. You're just like, oh, I'm watching Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I was a dark child.
Was that your favorite movie, or?
It's my favorite movie of all time. Yeah.
Why that?
Because I love it. Because it's fantastic. It won the Oscar.
Yeah, it won 5 Oscars.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Who directed it?
Jonathan Demme.
Ooh, Schmodown.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had any question about that, you would know everything?
Probably not everything.
Yeah.
Ask me some trivia if you know some. We'll see if I know it. I'm going to test myself
right now.
About
the movie or about, I don't know anything about Silence of the Lambs. What year did it come out?
Shit.
What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. Okay. 91.
91. I believe so, because I think it won the Best Picture Oscar for 92, because I think Goodfellas came out in 1990 and won the Best Picture before that. Mm-hmm. I believe so.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah. I think it was 91.
Did you know that it won 5 Oscars?
Yeah. For
what?
Directing, Jodie Foster won for acting. Mm-hmm. Script.
Mm-hmm. Actually, no. I don't know if it won the script. It won the major 5.
Adapted script? Oh,
no.
I actually don't know what the actor then for Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, best actor, best actress, best director, and best picture. Is that 5?
That's 4.
And then probably script too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5.
Because One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is like the other movie that won like the top 5 Oscars.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, do you know a little bit of trivia about what Jonathan Demme went through with the film and why he made Philadelphia after?
No, I don't know that one.
So, in Silence of the Lambs, Ted Levine's character is a transvestite, crossdresser, and a lot of the LGBT community was like, you guys always portray them as being crazy or murderous or perverts or all this stuff, and it's a really wrong light to portray them in. And this was at one of the rap parties, I think, and a lot of the actors were like, hey guys, they're handing out these pamphlets and protesting outside, don't just ignore them. But then Jonathan Demme was like, no guys, we need to listen to them. Listen to what they're saying. They're not saying it for no reason. We need to pay attention to this. And the next movie he made was Philadelphia, about the AIDS epidemic.
Wow. So he made a movie just to please them, and
not to please them, because they talked about something that he didn't realize was wrong, or not wrong, but he didn't realize maybe what message it was sending. He was
I can see that.
We need to pay attention to this.
Like, hey, they are portrayed wrong. So let me portray it. Like, let me humanize a person that is like
in
a homosexual.
Yeah.
So and Philadelphia's a good movie too.
Yeah.
What are your strengths in Schmodown?
I love Oscar films. I love dramas. I'm all right at horror thriller. I'm all right at it. How
many Schmodowns have you been in?
I've been in. Today was my 5th. I've been 4 team matches now.
4 team matches?
Singles.
Oh, okay. Oh, you only did the one single where you dressed up as the I didn't even know.
Snake Plissken.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
You've never seen Escape from New York?
You're wearing a shirt, Call Me Snake?
Call Me Snake.
I've never seen it.
You need to watch it. It's on Netflix right now.
Isn't there Escape from LA?
That is, but it's terrible. Don't watch it.
Is it the second one?
It's the second one.
It's not as good?
No, not at all. Escape from New York is
That's John Carpenter?
Yes. It's John Carpenter. It's Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm. Why is that like your go-to movie?
It's not my go-to movie. In fact, I haven't really seen it until recently, but I thought it was a lot of fun. So if you want to, you're asking me like Escape from New York versus Escape from LA, it's Escape from New York.
No, but like, how come that was the character you decided to dress up?
It just seemed fun.
Yeah.
I needed a solo costume and I was like, oh, eye patch? This seems badass.
It embodied the whole time? Wouldn't it?
It didn't because it covered the correct eye because I'm right eye dominant.
Really?
Yeah. So if I go like this, I can see you perfectly.
But
if I cover my left eye, my right eye is seeing you and I see everything fine. If I go like this, everything is wonky and I literally can barely see you. I have like patches of blur where it doesn't look like there's anything.
Everyone has... That's how it is for everybody?
Yeah. Everyone is one. Do it right now.
I know which one is like better than mine
or
better than the other. I know like my left one is better.
Yeah. So you're left eye dominant then. But I'm right eye dominant.
But that would just like closing one eye for the whole match wouldn't throw you off?
No, because the good eye was looking, so nothing changed. But if it had been this, I wouldn't have been able to see. I can't see my hand really.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can kind of see it, but it's very blurry, and I wouldn't be able to like see what I'm writing or
What
I got glitter all over my hands right now.
You're getting glitter all over my table.
I'm just putting it all over there.
What are your weaknesses in Schmodown?
I'm not gonna say.
Have you not mentioned it at all?
I'm not gonna say.
So people don't say choose those categories.
Yeah.
Romantic movies.
I'm good at romantic movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are some like good romantic movies?
Oh gosh. I mean, I really love The English Patient.
Never seen that.
Oh, you gotta see The English Patient.
I have a lot of movies I haven't seen.
Like Chocolat.
No, I haven't
or a lot of the. If you want to do rom-coms, it's not my favorite category to watch. In fact, it's one of my least favorite kinds of films.
Oh, so there's a difference between romantic and rom-coms.
Right.
So rom-com is
romantic is like dramatic romance out of Africa. That's romance. But rom-com is a comedy that is about a love story or whatever.
Like a Kate Hudson, Matthew McConaughey movie.
Sure, yeah.
But you don't like those movies?
I don't like watching them particularly, no. I know all of them. I've seen all of them because my friends like them. And my mom likes them. So I watch them. I know the trivia about them, but I don't necessarily like them.
What did you write about 50 Shades of Grey for the Schmoes? Did you review it or did you?
No, it hadn't come out yet. I wrote about how, because everyone was shitting all over the movie before it even came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, if they don't do the book, because the writer of that book is terrible. She doesn't know how to write at all.
Yeah.
She says things like, holy crap. And then she's like, my inner goddess is dancing a fire dance. And you're like, Jesus, woman.
It's like terribly written.
It's very poorly written. She doesn't have a wide vocabulary. Like, it's not like I love romance novels.
Yeah.
I do. I love especially paranormal romance, like vampires and werewolves, like True Blood kind of stuff. Love it.
Twilight books too?
No, that's youth. That's bullshit.
Okay,
Stop upsetting me.
I'm just bringing it. That's the only one
terrible.
I know.
And that's not even, there's no sex in there. I mean, like I like sex in the books that I'm reading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but then that doesn't like make it better with the 50 Shades of Grey, like reading all that? Or is it
no,
because
it's
so
really poorly written.
Oh, okay.
And so the ones I read are like,
have they been, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's like a whole series. And it's like, so each book is about a different couple. And as you go along with the books, you get more, each series introduces a new romance, and then there's like 12 books, and it's all the same characters. So they're.
Is this True Blood, or are you talking about just
I'm talking about most paranormal romance books.
Oh, okay. But have some like been turned into movies or TV shows?
Not Not necessarily.
Or like,
not a ton of them.
What are like
True Blood's one of the biggest ones, I guess. And usually they have humor in them. Usually they're super funny.
There's no other ones that are like that? Like
I can't think of any ones that I've... Because they're a little bit cheesy.
Yeah.
So, it's not like HBO's picking them up. HBO picked up True Blood. So that's the biggest one that I can think of. I didn't really read the True Blood. It's called the Sookie Stackhouse novels, which is what the book series is called. And they call the show True Blood because that sounds better than Sookie Stackhouse.
Yeah,
it
really sounds
weird.
a lot more marketable.
Yeah, it sounds more HBO. Yeah. HBO loves the blood, and they love truth.
But you can take a step back and say like, hey, 50 Shades is like a terrible movie. Just,
So I looked at it and I was like, the book is terrible. Mm-hmm. However, they have, a director that's proven herself. Mm. They have a talented cast. I liked Jamie,
Dornan. And who directed
Jamie Dornan.
I don't know.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife, whatever her name is, I forgot.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass's wife.
Yeah.
Who is like 20 years older than him, by the way.
She's like 40-something. They met on that John Lennon movie.
Yeah.
And he knocked her up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good for them, because he's smoking and she's like this 40-something goddess, and she's like, come here, young pup, and she just has her man, and I'm like, you fucking go, girlfriend.
Yeah, that's like girl power type shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. So I wrote the article because I was like, even if the novel is shit and she's a terrible writer, they can still write a good script and just kind of base it off that material. And if they don't include her stupid phrasings, if they don't include all of her terrible dialogue, if they try and make it a little more about their very tumultuous relationship and the whole S&M field, what am I trying to say? Fetish,
I guess. Yeah.
And if they try and focus a little more on that and have great visuals and style and have a good relationship between them, it could work. So let's not lose our heads over this yet. Let's not bash it yet.
But
so that's what I said.
But they did exactly that.
It was bad.
I haven't seen it.
But it wasn't terrible.
Really?
It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. It looked, the visuals were fantastic. Mm-hmm. Really, like it's like set in Seattle. It looks great. They just needed to have more fun with the sex. Like if you're going to go kinky, just go out there. Go like Secretary is one of my favorite films.
I've seen
that.
And
it really introduces a fun, loving relationship in the S&M world. And it's not about like, I want to cause you pain. Like they both have stuff to deal with, but it's fun and it's playful and it's what they want to do to feel connected to each other and feel good about themselves. And no one gets hurt. And they still have a very loving, normal relationship emotionally.
They were technically together in that movie?
Yeah, they ended up together in the end.
Okay, I don't remember that movie that well.
Yeah.
I just remember like Maggie Gyllenhaal is just like bending over.
Yeah, she's his she starts out as his secretary. Didn't realize that she was had a natural proclivity for those things. Is that the word I'm looking for? Proclivity? Sure. Didn't realize she was going to be into that. And then he spanks her one day and she realized, this is what I've been missing. This is what I needed. This is what I really like. And so they ended up having a very sweet, it's different, it's quirky, but very sweet relationship where they both give each other what they need.
Oh, okay.
And they end up together in the end. Yeah. And they get married and it's really cute. It's a great movie about those kinds of relationships because 50 Shades of Grey can demonize it and make it seem dirty and wrong, but it's not. If it's your thing, it's your thing.
If that's what you're into.
That's what you're into.
But what does 50 Shades do with it? It's just like, it just like takes that material and just like wastes it?
Because they could have this fantastic, fun, kinky 9.5 weeks kind of sex thing, and it's all bullshit.
Did they include that line? Or I don't know if it was in the first one or the second one. It's like, I have a playroom. Where he's like, what is it, your Xbox?
Yeah.
Is that the first?
It is. But she says it really cute, though, because the actress is good in the role. He's terrible. She's actually really endearing.
She's actually a good actress?
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson? Okay. Because I've seen that part. Or I don't know if I've seen it from a trailer. I'm like, really? That's the line they're going with?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's from the book.
It is.
Yeah. But have you seen the second one?
No, I didn't see the second one.
Oh, okay.
50 Shades Darker, I think is what it's called. And the last one's called 50 Shades Freed.
So what, did they like not end up together or something?
No, they do, and they have kids and all that stuff. But it's like in the second one, his ex-girlfriend, I say girlfriend, one of his ex subs comes back and tries to like kill her.
Oh.
So it's like a thriller kind of, which is, and then in the third one, it's like her, And then someone from his past comes back and tries to kill him and all this stuff in the third one. And they're married and she becomes pregnant and he's upset because now he thinks that the baby's going to deter from all their kinky sex stuff. And
It sounds like just like a soap opera type.
It is.
That's what it is, just on the big screen with S&M.
Yeah, with S&M. But it's not even good it's not even like fun and playful or sexy. Like I was never turned on it once during the film. I was never like, oh. I was like, oh. Like, it wasn't sexy.
What's been a movie that's, like, turned you on then?
Something like Secretary. Because they have a very genuine relationship, and they're being, like, playful about
the connection between the two.
Connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But nothing like a Game of Thrones or something sexy like that?
No.
There's nothing else? Because I wouldn't know, like, what else that would show that connection other than just straight sex.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head because we're stuck on the kinky sex part.
Oh, okay.
There's plenty of movies that have showed good sex and where you can see the connection with them. I can't think of anything right now. It'll come back to me later. Yeah.
I want to go back to your college days.
Okay.
I don't want to make the connection with like sex in college, but like, was that the first time like you had a boyfriend in college?
I didn't have a boyfriend in college either. So I didn't have a boyfriend until I was 25.
The first boyfriend?
First boyfriend, yeah.
Same guy you're with now?
Yes.
Wow, 2 years.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, okay.
A year and a half.
Yeah. Wait, you met him when you're... Oh, okay. Like your later part of 25?
Yeah,
you met him? Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you meet him?
I met him at his job. Me and Brian went to a show together, and he was there.
Like
doing a show. He was a bouncer, and he's like a comedian. And
like a UCB job or a UCB show or something?
No. He worked at... Hollywood Improv.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if I want to say that. Or there's nothing bad, but I don't know if he would want me to reveal too much stuff. But yeah. No, he was a bouncer at a comedy club.
Oh, okay.
And we went to go see Mike Carano, a show, me and Brianne. And we met him that night and we were chatting. And then I ended up following him on Twitter because I asked Mike what his name was. And he followed me back. And then he DM'd me and he was like, "You found me. Here's my number. Let's go out." And then we saw The Big Short.
Good movie.
On our first date, and we went and had dinner, and then we went to his friend who worked at a bar, and so we went and sat at his friend's bar and had some drinks, and went from there.
You go to the movies on the first date?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that like kind of awkward because like you don't? Well, you spoke to him beforehand or before that?
No, actually, not really. We texted a little bit, but I was like, "Hey, we can go see a movie or whatever."
But then like you're just like strangers.
Well, we had dinner after, and that's when we talked.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But like before, you're just like, hey, like, wouldn't you want to get to know each other beforehand?
No.
You want
to see a movie. I love movies.
Oh yeah. You're the movie. Yeah.
Oh, you know what though? It's funny. Like, I always think movies are a great way to have a first date because it tests who you're dating, and if they love movies, and if they don't, then I'm like, it's out. Then
you wouldn't be able to be with someone who doesn't love
not at all.
Like movies or like good movies, because you're like the Silence of the Lambs girl.
They can like whatever movies they want. It helps if we like the same kinds and we can see them. But like I have a friend of mine, she actually works for Disney, so it's ironic that she doesn't watch movies, but like she doesn't go to the movies really. Like she just doesn't watch it. She doesn't know it. And so half the time I'll be talking about an actor and she's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "What? Everyone's seen Jaws. What do you mean?" Like it annoys me.
So how are you friends with her?
Because I love her. She's my friend. We have other things in common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What else are you into other than like movies and going out with groups of friends?
I love eating.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like going to restaurants. I like trying new foods, new drinks. Again, to the drinking. Yeah. No, I actually don't really enjoy drinking that much because it doesn't make me feel good. Like I don't handle alcohol. I'm a lightweight. And I get sick usually.
Oh, okay. You just go like straight from, you don't even get drunk. You just get sick right away.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if I have wine, I'm like, "Oh, my head hurts, Jesus." But now that I'm older, that's what it is. When I was younger, I would drink to be social and I wouldn't care if I was hungover. But now I'm like, I got shit to do tomorrow. I have laundry. I have work. I can't do this. So.
When you were in college and you were drinking, were you able to like get drunk and like take a test the next day?
No, again, I can't function. My body does not handle alcohol well. A, I'm a small girl. B, I don't eat well. So, C, I don't exercise. So, I like it doesn't, it cannot handle the
what, the metabolism or the...
No,
the
what am I trying to say? It can't handle how rough alcohol is on your body.
Oh, okay. You don't eat well? What do you mean?
Like I eat like shit. I love like fried foods and cholesterol and everything. I don't eat like vegetables.
No? Would you go for like fast food burgers and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it piss anyone off because like you don't gain weight?
I mean, people are curious. They're like, "How are you so small?" I get that a lot, but
I would get so jealous because like you eat anything you want, and it's like fuck, like she doesn't gain any weight.
Yeah, basically.
Whereas
it's probably not going to be that way forever, but it is that way now. So.
Your parents skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be that way forever.
Maybe.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else you want to cover or talk about?
You can ask me.
What about relationships? Like, what do you mean?
Well, I've just been in the one.
Yeah.
So I don't have a ton to talk about relationships.
You don't have like all the experience. This is the girl I'm living with now. That's my like long-term, my longest one. Mm-hmm. We've been together about 1.5 years.
What's your shortest relationship?
Like a month or so.
A month or so.
It's like, hey, like.
How many relationships have you been in, if you don't mind me asking?
Like, this is my longest that went over like 3 months.
Oh, okay. So the other ones, you don't count those as relationships?
I guess, but it's not like we were ever like close. It was just like we were more infatuated with each other. We kind of went out, but we weren't like really together.
She wasn't like your girlfriend.
No, we were just like in high school or like dating or something.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want it to seem like I've never been on a date with a guy. I dated. I definitely did. And I had a guy that I was seeing before my boyfriend now that was a fantastic guy, super talented, smart guy that works in the industry. He's a writer. And we like would go on dates. Mm-hmm. So I guess we dated. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to say it in today's terms, but dated. I guess for like 3 months, basically.
When was this?
But I don't get... I can't remember. A couple of years ago before my current boyfriend, basically right before him.
But how come it just didn't work out? Like you guys weren't like...
Yeah, we were better as friends, and he was a nice guy, but I didn't really want to pursue it.
So, you ended it with him?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really end it. We just kind of like stopped seeing each other. Like I stopped responding.
You stopped responding? Yeah. You ghosted him?
Yeah, he would say I ghosted him, I guess. Yeah. But he's a nice guy. We still, like, if I saw him, he'd be like, hey, how are you? Like, no one's mad at each other, you know, so.
He'd be like, hey, how come you never text me back?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you're like, I'm just not feeling it. You know,
I knew I didn't want to pursue it long term. So I was like, you know, it's just kind of what happens. You start dating someone, they're cool. You hang out for a few times to test it out. And then, okay, I've tested it out. And then maybe it's not the long term thing.
You're like, nah.
No.
You seem like a very like type A personality, like structured and like getting things done. Yeah. So you need someone like that?
My boyfriend's very messy, if that's what you mean. He leaves shit everywhere.
So does my
But
girlfriend.
it doesn't annoy me because I love to clean and organize. So I knew that we don't live together, but I knew if we lived together, I would be the one to be like I wouldn't even ask him to put his shoes away. I would just do it.
Really?
Because I just want it to be done, and it makes me feel good when I do it. I love cleaning. I love organizing. And I love making things feel neat and calm, because if I'm calm outside and the place looks good, then I'm calm on the inside. So I would just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, with me, I'm just like, my girlfriend leaves like old cups around or trash or something. I'm just like, clean it up yourself.
No, I don't have that attitude at all. I'm like, I'm going to do this.
Why?
Because it makes me feel good to do it.
Yeah, just to like clean everything and like have everything like...
Yeah, and also he's not going to do it. And then how is that going to improve our relationship if I'm like constantly bitching like, can you put your shoes back in the cubbies? Like, no way.
No.
So you just got to do it.
So you compromise and like, hey, you like help each other out. That's what I'm working on with her. Where I'm like, okay, like maybe if she does it once in a while, I'll clean up after her or something.
Yeah.
But I just don't want it to be a habit where it's like, oh, like he wants or he...
Just remember that if you want someone to do something, remember it's not their natural personality. So if you're like, see it not as a weakness in her, but if you see it as like, oh, it's something that annoys you, just remember like, it's not annoying to her because she doesn't care. It's not what she's used to. So if you want something done, you just need to do it then. You know, you can't get mad at her for not doing something that you want to do. She doesn't want to do it.
That's where I'm like, hey, like it's cleaning time, and I'm like vacuuming around her and shit like that. I'm not like, she cleans a lot too. I'm not saying like she just lays around, but I just like cleaning a lot of stuff too. Yeah, I like keeping things like vacuum lines in the carpet and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see the vacuum lines when I first walked in. That's why I go, do I need to take my shoes off? Because I was like, I'm gonna mess up the vacuum lines. Can't do that.
That was her doing. That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
But normally I would like to like vacuum things and clean everything and keep everything tidy.
That's because you like it though. It makes you feel good, but it probably takes a lot out of her to try and do it your way. So remember, don't get annoyed at her for that because it's not her natural state. It's what you want.
Yeah, I know. I don't like to be controlling.
I know.
But I just, because I like everything like a certain way, and she calls me stubborn, and I am, but I need to work on that.
Well, it's all right. It's all right to be stubborn, but just don't get mad at her if she doesn't do it your way. If you want to say, okay, I want to have this way, then just you do it. But then don't get mad if she's not doing it the way that you want it to be done because she can't read your mind, you know?
Yeah. Do you ever get upset with your boyfriend?
Not about cleaning or anything, no.
Well, like about what then?
I don't know.
Do you not have anything, or you just don't want to talk about it?
No, I think when you're dating someone new, and especially if you're both trying to kind of do your thing and pursue something, like you just want them to be proud of you, you know, and you want them to be supportive. And so I think with me, it's that maybe I'm having that career struggle. I'm having that what should I do with my life struggle, and he's kind of like, well, what do you want to do? I don't even know what you want to do because it changes all the time. Because I'm like, it's because I don't exactly know. I've never worked in the industry. So there's a lot of different jobs that I could pursue. So I'm trying to like figure it out. And I don't want it to seem like that's a weakness in me or like I'm lazy or like not ambitious. I'm just like, I don't know exactly what's out there. I feel like I could do a lot of different things. So I don't want to seem like I don't have my life together.
But you're still working like a 9 to 5, right?
Oh, yeah. Not a normal 9 to 5. I work retail. So I work either 10 to 6 or like 2 to 10 close or something like that. So,
But you're not just like sitting around waiting for something to happen.
No,
like, you're still
I
working at it.
I like work 40 hours. I work my ass off. Retail management is hard.
Yeah.
It's not just like, I don't just have like, I'm not like an associate. Like I manage a huge store.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of work. But it's not exactly what I want to be doing. So I don't want it to seem like I'm not pursuing my dreams. I'm just like trying to figure it out, you know.
How did you end up in Huntington? Was it the place that you...
It's just where I started. It's I moved out here for Children's Literacy Foundation. So
and that's where it was. That's where it was?
Well, Long Beach, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you eventually want to move out here?
Yeah, sure. But like I said, I'm not going to move until I have a job. I need that security.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not just going to move and be like, well, I'm going to start applying. No fucking way.
Yeah.
No.
But are you saving up, like, just in case to have that
I can't save up
security?
any money.
Why?
Do you know how much retail people make, even if they're managers?
I don't know.
Not a lot. Okay. So I can pay my rent and my bills and have a little bit extra, but there's no saving.
There's nothing to save. And
no.
Like, hey, like maybe eventually
No, I can't. I'm like barely scraping by.
Well, maybe because you're going out a lot.
No, I don't go out a lot.
But you said you like to hit up friends and be busy on a Friday night.
Well, yeah, I want us to go hiking or I'm not going out spending $50 on dinner every night. No, nothing like that. I mean, like I just want stuff to do with them. Or go over to someone's house to watch a movie or, you know, drink is like $10 maybe. But I'm not spending $200 every weekend on like doing adult social things. I can't do that.
Like going to dinner and clubs and stuff like that.
No. Also, come on, I don't spend money at clubs.
Girls don't spend money.
No.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's not fair.
Nah, none of that.
Has a guy ever like offered you a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like when your boyfriend's around.
Well, no, when my boyfriend's around, we're usually like making out or like his hands on me.
Oh, okay.
So,
but like if he walks away and someone like comes to hit on you.
No.
I think I would be fine if like someone offered my girlfriend a drink.
You'd be like, I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, because then like we could share it.
Yeah,
you're like thanks, and then walk away together.
Yeah. It's never been when we're together. But usually, if a guy sees that a girl's with a guy, like why would he go pursue her? That'd be a waste of time. Also, I'm not like model hot. Like I'm not like this showstopper that someone's gonna be like, I have to go talk to her, even though she has a boyfriend. Like I'm a lost cause, you know.
But the red hair and people don't like get infatuated with the red hair.
I get a lot of comments about the red hair, yeah. And again, I guess that's part of the whole like I wanted to be different. I was like I want to be pretty, I want to be sexy, I want to feel womanly because I never really felt womanly because I was such a late bloomer that I was like I'm gonna do red hair. I'm gonna be like ba ba boom. And so
you dyed your hair just like straight red? It's not your natural color? I don't know anything. I don't know.
This is like maroon. Of course, this is my natural color.
But I thought like, you were like a shade
little,
of red and like you just made it redder.
It's normally, no, I naturally have like brown hair.
Oh, okay.
Or like blondish brown hair. So I was like, I'm going to be red to feel like sexier, I guess. Like a little Jessica Rabbit kind of thing.
When was that?
16, I guess.
When you were 16 years old, you dyed your hair red?
Yeah.
Your parents didn't care?
No, my mom did it.
Oh, she did it for you?
Yeah, of course.
But it wasn't like...
Girls, when they're 14 and stuff, get their nails done and hair done and dyed and everything. Yeah, that's very normal, yeah.
But not like a full-on, like, changing, like, your whole redness.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, girls... Okay, what's the difference between some girl bleaching her hair blonde and then... or just dyeing it all one color red? There's no difference. Yeah. So, yeah.
I understand that. Yeah. And you just decided to keep the red. You're like, this works for me.
Yeah, I liked it. And it's become kind of part of my persona now. And it's what people remember me for. And even if they don't know what the name, they're like, oh, the redheaded chick over there. So, yeah, I get that a lot. So
because you're just like, there's like one redhead in like the group.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
That's her.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What else about relationships? Or
I don't know. I don't have a lot to share because I don't have a lot of experience.
Yeah. Did you party in college?
Oh, yeah, of course. I was in a sorority. Yeah. I partied hard.
Did you get drunk a lot?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
You smoke?
I've smoked. You mean smoke the pot? Smoke the marijuana?
Yeah.
I've smoked less than 10 times in my whole life.
Okay.
But I like it because, like I said, my body doesn't handle alcohol well, whether it's while I'm drinking it or after when I'm hungover. I just can't handle it. But pot, I've never really gotten sick from pot.
Yeah.
And I like being like, if you just want to like, I can't go out on pot. I've gone out on pot one time. No, I was like paranoid and freaking out the whole time. And I was like, oh, and there's so many people, bro. I couldn't do it.
It's awful.
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
But I like just like staying at home. And if you want to watch a movie and smoke up a little bit, sure. I've never gotten my own pot. I've never been like, I want to smoke tonight. But I've been at a party and they're like, you want some? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So less than 10 times in my life. Yeah.
It's never been a thing where you sought out and you're like, hey, I feel like getting high and like, let's go pick up. And
No.
But even though it does it relax you at all?
Yeah, it relaxes me.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Are you a stressful, like an anxious person?
I'm the most anxious-ridden person you've ever met in your whole life.
I can see that.
I'm very stressful.
Why are you so stressed and anxious?
Well, I say anxious like a lot, and I don't want to compare it to like some people have crippling anxiety and can't leave their house. I'm definitely not like that at all. But I have just a very active imagination, and I'll get like stressed out about things. And I'm a hyper person. I guess that's a better word. I'm a hyper person. So I have a lot of energy. So when I'm happy, I'm like, yes. And when I'm stressed out or freaked out, I'm like, oh my God. Like I'm kind of freaking out, you know?
Like internally, or do you like, does it come
I
out?
definitely manifest. I'm a physically expressive person. So yeah, it definitely comes out where I'm like, and like I'll do that.
But what are the things that like stress you out? Like work?
Driving stresses me out a lot. Work, well, I feel like retail is naturally a stressful environment, especially when you're busy. You just have to be able to handle it. So I'm kind of just like in the zone more of that, doing my thing. But driving stresses me out a lot. I hate driving because my biggest fear in the world is that I'm gonna die in a car accident.
Oh, that's one of
my
my
I
fears.
Constantly think about that. You know, in a movie where two characters are in a car and they're like laughing and the driver's looking in the back seat and then you see the lights and so it goes and then it goes boom, like side crash. I'm like, that's gonna happen to me someday. I know it.
Why?
And so
like I think that too, but I don't know why.
No, that's my fear.
I know.
Is that's what's gonna happen to me. Not like I'm sure it's gonna happen. That's why I hate driving.
But so do you drive slowly or do you?
Yeah. I drive slowly. And like if you're trying to turn left on a two-way street, I'll forget it. I'm like, I'll just turn right and then I'll make a square. I can't. No, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Isn't that kind of like an irrational fear though, to just like every time you're in a car understand or think that you are gonna?
Yeah, I think it's rational, but it.
You think it is a rational fear?
Are you saying irrational. or irrational?
Irrational fear.
No, I don't think it's irrational. People die in car accidents all the time.
But to like be fearful of it every time you're in a car.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think there's always I've been in accidents before. I've been in like fender benders. Everyone's been in a fender bender or two, you know? And you see them on the highway and like just the other day, someone was right beside me and someone went and like crashed in the back of them. And I was like, whoa.
You saw
like
that?
I don't have a thing where like I can't drive because I have anxiety. I'm just saying like it causes me a lot of anxiety. Okay. Like it's what works me up a lot, and it's what scares me a lot. So if I'd rather be on the highway and like it's one way, you know, you're just going down at 70 fine, than on like a little bitty street trying to park. And then you have someone that you can't see. I'm always like, I can't see. Yeah. I can't see anything right now. Or I can't maneuver my car this way. Or like if I'm going down a street and all these cars parked here, I'm like, I'm gonna hit this car. Like I'm gonna tap them. I'm gonna scrape their window. I'm gonna hit it. Yeah. My boyfriend's like, no, I'm looking. You have plenty of room. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna hit it. Like I know I'm gonna hit it.
Or if you're like driving the carpool lane, you're right next to like the center divider.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, just like freaking out. So
it's like the worst, right?
Yeah, driving causes me anxiety and parking causes me anxiety.
Parallel parking?
I can't do it.
You just can't do it at all.
I mean, I can do it, but I'm not good at it, and it takes me a long time. And I eventually get out, and I'm probably like 5 inches from the curb, and I'm like, fuck it, whatever.
That's good, though.
I did more than that then. Like I'm not good at spatial knowing, but spatial knowing. You know, it'll be like this far.
Okay.
And you're like,
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, we'll be in there for 30 minutes and then we'll leave.
Yeah, like let's just go. Let's just go eat Thai food. Let's go get some miso soup. Let's go. So yeah, driving and parking causes me a lot of anxiety.
Do you have any other like fears that you think of? Or that you can think of?
It's the car accident one that I jump to all the time.
That's your biggest one?
Yeah, my biggest one. Especially because my cousin died in a car accident. He was 19, so I think maybe that's probably why I jumped to that.
Was it like just a regular car, or like not regular, but like a random car accident, or was like drunk driving involved?
We don't exactly know.
Oh, okay.
So we just know that he was driving and. Maybe there was like an incident, or maybe he was like had road rage and he swerved. We don't know. So,
okay.
No idea.
So that's what it goes back to, and you're just like, okay, I don't want to.
It probably stemmed from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another fear of that is just like the instant. I don't know the word instantness of it, like how like you just
you're like boom, you're dead, man.
There's no goodbyes. There's no like hey, see you later. Like it's just like
and that's also here's my greatest fears about the whole car accident thing. The different scenarios. A, I die in a car accident. Or B, I kill someone else in a car accident and I have to live with the guilt.
Yeah.
C, I would go to jail for vehicular manslaughter, or I'm like paralyzed and also have to live with the guilt.
Yeah.
You know? So I like cause someone else to lose their family. And like the worst things go through my mind. And this isn't like every time I drive. I'm just saying like whenever I do drive and like I'm driving and I am doing that, trying to go left on a two-way street. I'm like, because you can't see. You really can't see another car coming. No, you can't. Or if there's, or I'll always wait too long because I'm like, I don't have time to go. That's my thing, is that there's not enough time to go. I'm sure there is enough time to go, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to risk getting into an accident.
I'm not good left turn?
I'm not. Like, I'm sure there is time, and a lot of people will just be like, whoa, and I'm like, no. I have to wait until no one's coming.
But then you cause more accidents if, like, you just stop and people are, like, going behind you.
No, I'm not going to stop in the middle.
I know, but, like, if you, like, don't even try to, like, go.
No,
like,
I don't. Fuck them. I don't care. Like I'm not getting in an accident. They can wait or they can go around me. I don't care. But that's what I'm saying, though, is I'm fearful that, like, okay, no one's coming on this side, so I'm going to go, and then boom, someone from this side comes and hits me because I didn't see them. Like, you know, or you're trying to go and you're trying to speed up. You're trying to like go just in time, but you misjudged it. I'm almost afraid like I don't have enough time. I'm misjudging this. I don't have enough room. They're going to run into me. I'm going to cause an accident. I'm going to die. I'm going to kill them. Like it just goes a cycle in my mind.
Every time you're like in an intersection.
At an intersection. It's just when there's like difficult driving involved. Normal driving, fine. If you have like a tricky situation, then, you know.
Do you let your boyfriend drive a lot?
Yeah, I'll usually prefer him to drive because I'm like, you just drive, you're fine. But you know, sometimes I'll drive, or I'll pick him up, or you know, I'll be like, hey, you know, or he'll come get me, or you know.
Does he get fearful of you driving?
He does, yeah. He's like, Stacy, yeah. And I remember one time, this was like a week ago or something. He was driving and he was doing again the thing where he's going left on a two-way street, and I see a car coming, and I go, and he goes, why did you do that? They weren't going to hit us. Why did you just scare me like that? And I'm like, because I thought they were going to hit us. It scared me. That's
the worst.
Yeah. When someone else scares you, I know, but I'm like, they're coming. And he's like, don't fucking freak me out like that. Like he got so mad. He goes, why would you do that? And he never does that. He never like yells at me or like freaks out. But because he knows, because I'm the one that freaks out, But that was the one where he was like, why would you do that, Stacy? And I'm like, because it scared me. So
that's what my girlfriend did one time too. She's like gasped, and I'm like, what? Like, what did you see? She's like, oh, I thought I saw something. Like, there was nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing happened, and you're scaring me. That's why I just need to like turn on the radio and just go.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
That's what I got to do.
Yeah, but it's LA. You can't avoid it.
Yeah. It depends on where you go and how you...
It depends on where you live. If you're close to the metro. The metro is the only public transportation I would take. I do not trust buses at all.
Why not? You think
I don't trust them to be on time. I think they're going to break down. Like the subway to me, it's always on time because there's no traffic. It's below ground. It's always consistent.
It's like, hey, we get on, we get off, we go.
Yeah, you got to stop. You got this, you got that. Buses are like, it's just like a car.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't own the car.
You're just not in control of the car.
Yeah, you're not in control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem like a control freak. Like you like to be in control of everything. Or else you stress out. Is that too judgmental?
Not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily. I do have a hyper personality, but I like following in the rules. I like following instructions.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it when someone else is in charge and I will execute that job.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me what to do, boss, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a great intern.
If anyone's looking for an intern.
Yeah, sure.
But can you be creative and also like follow the rules with everything?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously, I'm in charge every day at my job. So I can take charge for sure and take control. And there are times where I'm like, I need to do this my way and I know it's going to get done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to delegate this to someone. I will do this. But I also, it's that going back. I want to be a good student. I want to be studious. I want to do well. I want the teacher to like me. And so I like having a boss. I like having rules. I feel like I would do really well in the military.
Yeah.
If I was more physically capable.
Be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. If I wasn't a twig with arms.
With red hair.
But a ginger twig.
Can you be in charge of people? Can you be the boss of people?
Yes.
Or do you need someone to tell you things?
I like someone to tell me things. I like having tasks. I'm a detail-oriented task person. I like running errands. I like having a whole list. So I want someone to organize it and be the one that's like rallying the troops. And I'm like a faithful foot soldier. And I'm a great like second in command. I'm like, yes, sir, let's go. Like I like that.
But you can't be like the first in command, the top guy.
I can,
like, hey,
but I don't like it.
No.
It's not my favorite.
It's too frightening to you because it's like unknown?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's a lot of pressure. If you fuck up, it's on you.
So you like...
But if I'm the foot soldier, I'm like, sir, I did everything you asked. We didn't, we still didn't succeed, but like I did everything. The pressure's not on me. The failure is not my fault.
Have you ever failed at something?
Oh, yeah.
Like at what? Like... It seems like you're on track and like you went to college, you went to school, you did everything.
Well, I guess I'm failing now because I'm not doing what I want to do. So that's number one failure.
But I wouldn't call it a failure.
Well, it's an ongoing process, so I haven't gotten there yet.
It's an ongoing failure?
Yeah, it's an ongoing failure. I mean, I've tried out for things and haven't gotten it.
Or like a choir thing or like a...
Yeah, of course. Or a dance thing or
Why do you consider...
a play.
Why do you consider right now a failure?
I'm just not where I want to be. And like no one wants to really work retail. That's not anyone's dream job. It's customers yelling at you all day, making you feel like shit.
Yeah.
But some of it's really fun. Some of the customers are fantastic and the clothes are awesome and it's a huge store and you have a lot of responsibility and you make money and you do well and good job, Stacy. But it's like no one wants to be like in service. No one wants to be in customer service. No one's like, I love being a waitress.
Yeah.
No.
But do you feel like because you're at a certain age that it's a failure?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I guess.
But but you still consider yourself like not an adult. You say you're like 27.
No.
You're like
I mean, like being in retail management is not impressive at all. No one's gonna be like, wow, you're successful, Stacy. Like who gives a shit?
But also you're only 27.
Yeah. I guess I just want to like start. I feel like I haven't started my life.
Same here.
I want to start my life.
I feel like I'm like getting to where I want to be.
But you are. You have not only do you have a job in the industry, which sounds like that's what you want to do. You're pursuing things outside of it like, stuff with schmoes and everything. Like you're doing all that stuff too. So I want if I wanted to be in like a lower job, that's fine. I just want it to be in the industry. So I feel like I'm not where I want to be. I haven't had the production assistant job yet. I haven't had that. And that's the failure, is that I haven't found that yet. And I haven't started it yet. And I'm like, you're getting too old. No one's going to hire you. No one's going to hire a 27-year-old intern.
That's when I was hired at Schmoes when I was 26. And I'm still considered like the intern there. Yeah. Which I don't care for, because it's like, yeah, I am a 27-year-old intern. Yeah. But it's still like, it's like a foot in the door. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm like pursuing my thing as much as you're pursuing your thing. So I don't think it's a failure. Yeah.
Well, that's nice of you.
What?
To be like, you're not failing, Stacy. But
I don't see why you say like, oh, it's failing.
Well, it's just not what I want to do right now. And I don't want to use the word ashamed.
Oh, you think you're ashamed?
I don't want to use that word. Yeah. But it's not like, let me put it this way. Most of my friends they work in finance. They're accountants. They work for Warner Brothers and they're project managers, or they're work in insurance. They're an insurance broker or something. They have like normal 9-to-5 jobs, and they're,
making good money.
Making decent money. Yeah. And so I'm just not I thought that's what I was going to be able to do, because I came out here to work for a children's literacy foundation for like a year. It was a fellowship, right? And after that fellowship ended, you're just supposed to find like, you find your next job. And I wasn't able to find like that next job. So I had to go back into retail.
Within that industry, you weren't able to find anything?
Not really, no. I mean, I guess I pursued it for a little bit, but then I was like, well, I want to do like the entertainment industry thing.
Oh, so that's when you're like, okay, I'm going to... So you've been like applying to everything out here. Yeah.
I just haven't. No one's given me a chance yet.
Do you get anxious about that? Like,
oh, of course. Yeah.
I understand
like
that.
It's the worst thing in my life, probably.
What do you mean the worst thing?
Well, like how like there's everyone has like that one thing in their life that they're like the most disappointed about. And they're like, I wish I could change this so much. And that's the thing.
But you can change it. It's like
I know I haven't been able to yet. I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm not trying. I'm saying I haven't succeeded at it yet.
Yeah, I guess that. So you're saying it's like binary. It's like if I haven't succeeded, I'm failing at it. Yeah. But it's like an ongoing thing. So I wouldn't necessarily call it
like
failure.
I know I will eventually find a job in the industry some way, somehow. I know I'm going to meet someone that says, you know what? Yeah, we have a position open, or just come be someone's assistant. Just try it out. We'll give you a chance. Even if you make shit, even if you like don't get paid a lot, like at least it's like your first job in the industry. You can go from there somewhere. You can always build yourself up and get promoted after that. I just haven't gotten that first job, that first step.
Would you take a pay cut from the job you have now?
I mean, it wouldn't be a huge pay cut because I don't make a ton now. But yeah, of course. Oh, I mean, I can't work for free. Yeah. I need to like pay my rent.
Do you have a lot of student loans?
Yeah. Yeah. About 40,000.
Okay.
That's about the average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another thing you have to worry about. And
yeah, I mean, my student loans are, because, you can do income based for however long as you want, basically. So that's about $160 a month. So that's not, I don't have crippling student loan debt every month is the thing. But I mean, I need to make a living.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how you can break into it.
I don't know. Someone please help me and tell me. That would be great.
But you're only 27.
That's old.
That's what I keep saying.
That's old for this industry.
Is it?
That's old for if you're still wanting to find that entry-level job. Most people that are 27 aren't entry-level anymore. That's 22.
Yeah.
That was me when I was 22.
But those 22-year-olds are making nothing doing an internship and below a PA. So you think you would start off like that? I think you can start off with something more.
Maybe like a coordinator, but I haven't had... That's the thing. I haven't had experience in the industry. Maybe I've had
like never been on a set or something.
No. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you never like hit up somebody and hey, like you're shooting something.
Oh no, I have.
and they never like
no.
They never asked you like hey like come like would you like are you free on the weekends?
I mean, I can ask off on the weekends. I can try. I work retail, so
so it's like Is it? So you don't have like a set schedule every week?
No.
Oh, it's like, hey, like, let me look what my schedule is for the next few weeks. It's like that? Like you have to
mean, they tell us usually a week or two in advance when we're working. But if you want a weekend off or if you want a day off, like you have to ask off for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just like any service job or,
So, but like with a Collider and stuff, like you're able to see like behind the scenes and how things work. Are you paying attention at all?
I am, yeah. And Well, no, like I've become close with Ken over the years and Riley, and that's who I've asked, and and I've been asking them for years, not just when they're at Collider, since they were at since I started writing for them. Basically, I was like, hey, I want to pursue something in the industry, and if you guys have an internship, even if I'm not paid, I would just love to learn. And they were like, oh yeah, we're reorganizing things right now. We'll let you know for sure. And then just not responding, and I wouldn't want them to hear this and be like, oh, she's so ungrateful, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it. You know, not everyone has openings. Not everyone has, internships they can just hand out. So.
How long did you write for Schmoes?
Almost 2 years, I guess.
And then that didn't go anywhere?
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of time for it because I work full time, and so you kind of have to write on your downtime and then it's a lot of their stuff, especially when I was writing for, was current movie news. So there would be an email chain that's ongoing all day. And so it's like, hey, this story just came out. Someone cover it. And then if you don't respond within 5 minutes,
someone already gets it.
Yeah, someone already gets it. So if I can't be at my computer for that time, just couldn't.
Did you have a plan back then? You're like, hey, I'm going to call in the Schmoes. I'm going to write for them, and then I'm going to be a
That wasn't
reviewer.
my plan at all. I didn't know that was going to happen.
You didn't want to be a movie reviewer, a write for a blog or something?
I mean, I guess it was a possibility. But I just called in just as a fan. And so, and then when they offered that, hey, do you want to write? I was like, oh, I guess I can try it. And then I just literally I fell into it,
Trying to think what you would be good at office work.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I would love to be a coordinator of some kind. I don't know exactly what Wendy does.
Coordinates the schedule and stuff like that. Yeah,
I could absolutely do something like that for a production company or
post production.
Sure. I can organize, schedule, manage all that fun stuff. So I want to do that, but for in the industry. And
you like the schedule based and all the detailed based job.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not boring to you?
No. I can't do anything in technology or sound. I hate computers.
Really?
Yeah.
You grew up in the 90s though,
no, I hate them.
Boom of computers and online. And why do you hate computers?
I'm not good at technology. I'm not good at figuring it out. I don't know what an HTML whatever is. I have no idea.
You just never wanted to learn?
No. It's not that I can't learn. It's it's not my natural. Not my natural mind.
Did you say you want to you ever try acting or anything like that?
No.
You don't want to try?
I did it growing up. I liked it fine. No.
You wouldn't do that. Why? You too you don't like being in front of the camera?
I think being in front of the camera is fine, but it's just not what I ever wanted to do. I want the normal 9 to 5 steady job thing.
How'd you get with Schmodown? Just through Miss Movies and
we had a podcast. I have a lot of fun with the Schmodown. I really do. But it's not what I wanted. I don't think I could ever be a host or get paid for that.
But they just brought you on because you were with Miss Movies and hey, we have a team
we had a show and they were like, yeah, you can be on the show.
Oh, yeah. And your first one was against the Wangers?
I
think, yeah. And you guys won?
Yes, we won our first match, yeah. And then the next one we lost, and the next one we lost. And then I did my singles match and I won. And then today we'll have a match coming up soon. Yeah.
So how are things going now? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you having fun with your life now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely having fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to seem like my life is miserable. It's absolutely not. Basically, almost everything's going for me. I just don't have that career success I want. But not a ton of people at my age have that anyway.
That's what I feel like.
So, I think everyone looks at other people and think they have everything I want to have, and I'm sure, a lot of my friends are, maybe they're frustrated with their job. Maybe they haven't been promoted and other people have been. Maybe they regret getting into finance or accounting. I have my friend who's a beautiful, smart girl. She's in accounting and she doesn't really like it. But you have to be with the company that she's with for 2 years to be able to either get promoted and stay with it or get out and do what you want and do something else. She's like, I don't know what else I want to do. So I'm sure she's frustrated too.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone is. But I feel like I'm just not, I guess the word, I'm not as impressive as my friends. And I know that.
But because you see them on Facebook or on Instagram or anything? Or it's you just
they're my
talk
friends.
to them?
I see them in real life.
Oh, your direct friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend group.
Oh, okay. So you see their lives in front of you and you're like, I'm not at that level.
Yeah. And also, I'm just not. It's not even just a jealousy thing of them. It's like my own self.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everyone knows where they want to be and what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, or even if they don't, they know they have somewhat of an idea of how they want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not doing what I want to do right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get there. And I've reached out to lots of different people, and I just haven't gotten that first job, that first chance yet. I'm like, someone, come on, take a chance on this kid. And like
that opportunity yet.
Yeah, the opportunity yet, you know? Mm-hmm. And I know it will come one day. I know it will. You know, I'm a smart girl. You know, I have my college degree. I've done things in my life. I've meet a lot of different people. I'm sure it will happen, but it just hasn't happened yet. And it's, you know, when you feel stuck in life.
I feel like the mid to late 20s is that time of just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like with me. Because when you're in your 30s, you kind of have it figured out, hopefully by then. Mid 30s, you're like living it. And then, but the 20s, like you're just working at it, trying to see what works, what doesn't. Yeah. And what fits you and like who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Yeah. Is that how you feel?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's hard to see that when you're in it, though. Yeah. It's hard to see, like, this too will pass, you know? When you're in the moment and when you're feeling down and when you're like, oh, why can't I just have my dream job yet? Why can't I? You know, life can never be perfect, but you want to have pride in your work and pride in yourself. Mm-hmm. And right now I have pride in myself and all the extra little things that I do. And like, I love doing the Schmoda, my podcast, all that fun stuff. But my normal work, my normal life, that's not what I want it to be. And that's the majority of your day. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So
that's 40 hours a week minimum. Yeah. That's your life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do yet. And I haven't been given that first opportunity yet. But I know it's going to happen. Yeah. So it's just a matter of waiting. Yeah. And continuing to pursue and being consistent with putting yourself out there. You just got to keep doing it. And I know that. Yeah. And I'm doing it.
Sticking with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we covered a lot.
We did. We covered a lot today. Yeah. We covered my no friends in high school and middle school.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Sorry if I didn't want to get emotional about it.
Oh, no.
But I know a lot of people, especially, you know, a lot of the viewers of the Schmodown might feel that way too.
What do you mean?
So, if they don't have friends or if they're not social, if they have anxiety or...
They relate to it.
Yeah, they might relate to it. And so, like, it gets better, kids. Yeah. And you can change your life. It's like A Knight's Tale. You can change your stars. It's going to be okay. It might take a while to get there, and you might feel hopeless at the time, but it'll... You know, this too shall pass. Yeah. It will improve. You can improve yourself.
It gets better.
It gets better, yeah.
Once you're older and you hit that threshold, you're like, hey, this is my life now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what we can go with. That's
sure.
like that's the message we can go out on.
It gets better. Yeah. You can change your stars. And with A Knight's Tale.
So your podcast and your Twitter and all that, you want to plug all that?
Sure. My podcast is called, again, 6 Degrees of Feature Film. Just look that up on YouTube. It's on Hit or Miss Movies on YouTube. But look it up, and we have... Basically, we take one feature film and show how 6 other films link up to it in some way, shape, or form. We have great guests come on every week. A lot of people that you're going to see on the Schmodown and through Collider have been guests on our show. So you're going to see some familiar faces. And me and Brienne might have a match coming up soon. So, yeah, look out for the entrance. Look out for the costumes. It's going to be insane. You can...
Oh, go ahead.
And my Twitter is SO Howard 2012.
Twitter and Instagram, or
not Instagram? Instagram is Stacy O Howard. That's different. But if you go to my Twitter, then you'll see my Instagram thing.
They can find you.
Yeah, they can find me. Yeah. You can figure it out.
All right.
I can figure it out. Okay.
I think that's it. I'm at Schmoes Beardo on Twitter and Instagram. This is Don't Be a Beardo podcast. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Of course. Stacey. Thank you we've never chatted.
No.
Or talked.
This is the first time I met you.
Yeah, this is the first time meeting.
Is it weird that like we went through a whole conversation?
No, I love when that happens because you're like, how personal can we get when we have nothing to go off of? Yeah. That's great.
It's fearful to me because I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. But then I'm just like, oh, I can find out like more about her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As opposed to like, I already knew about this. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I like that. Yeah. I like today's conversation. And I like you, friend. Oh. You're my new friend.
Oh, great.
You'll be my friend, right?
No.
You'll sit with me at the lunch table?
No. I'm not going to answer your mass texts.
That's fine.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
Bye, guys.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.